In the golden quiet of a luxury boutique, where marble floors gleamed brighter than mirrors and soft music whispered through the air, two little girls sat trembling. Their neat pink blouses and gray skirts, once spotless, were now smudged with dirt and tears. One clutched a white high heel, crying softly. The other stared blankly at the floor where a muddy mark stained the perfect tiles. Standing above them was the store manager, Miss Turner, polished, cold, and sharp as glass. Her voice sliced through the silence. "If you made it dirty," she snapped, "then clean it. Use your tongue if you have to." The words hit like a slap. Their mother, Claire, froze, her heart pounding, her breath trembling. Before we go further, if you believe in kindness, dignity, and standing up for what's right, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles, because stories like this remind us how one act of courage can change everything. Claire had been working here just a month. A single mother, widowed after losing her husband in a construction accident, she'd taken this job at Maison Arlette, an elite fashion store, as her last chance to keep food on the table for her daughters, Anna and Sophie. That morning, her babysitter had fallen sick. Desperate, Claire begged the manager to let her girls quietly sit in a corner while she worked. For a while, it went smoothly until a customer accidentally tracked mud onto the floor. Miss Turner spotted the dirt and turned it into an opportunity for humiliation. "Which one of you did this?" she barked. Anna tried to explain, her little voice shaking, but Miss Turner only sneered. "People like you don't belong here," she hissed. "If you want to touch luxury, earn it." The customers looked away. The girls began to cry harder. And when Claire fell to her knees, whispering, "Please, Miss Turner." "They're just children." The manager's voice turned to venom. "And you clean it with your tongue if you have to." A heavy silence filled the boutique. Every employee froze. No one dared to move. Then came the sound of slow, confident footsteps. From the far end of the store, a tall man in a navy suit appeared, calm, poised, watching. His name was Adrian Cole. The staff knew him only as the quiet investor. But what they didn't know was that he owned the entire chain. He had come in unannounced that morning to see how his employees treated people. What he found instead was cruelty. He stopped beside the girls, his gaze cold with disbelief. "Miss Turner," he said softly, "did I just hear you tell a child to clean the floor with her tongue?" Her voice shook. "Sir, it was just a misunderstanding." "Enough," he interrupted. He turned to Claire, still kneeling. "Ma'am, please stand. You don't kneel in my store." Claire hesitated, then slowly rose, clutching her daughters. Adrian's voice trembled slightly, not with anger, but sorrow. "You've humiliated a mother in front of her children," he said. "You've forgotten that true luxury means nothing without kindness." Then he knelt beside the little girls, handing them his handkerchief. "You didn't do anything wrong," he whispered, "and you'll never be treated like that again." Sophie sniffled. "Are you mad at us?" He smiled sadly. "No, sweetheart. I'm mad at the world for forgetting compassion." At that moment, if you believe the world needs more empathy like this, tap the and subscribe to HOA Chronicles, where real stories remind us that humanity still shines even in the darkest places. Adrian then picked up the white heel, walked to the counter, and placed it down. "No shoe," he said firmly, "is worth more than a child's tears." Turning to the staff, he raised his voice. "Remember this moment, because this company will stand for respect and compassion, or it will stand for nothing." He looked back at Miss Turner. "You're relieved of your duties." Effective immediately. The silence that followed wasn't awkward. It was cleansing. For the first time, Claire felt seen. Adrian sat with her, listened to her story about the late nights, the sacrifices, the struggle to raise two little girls alone. Tears filled his eyes. "You shouldn't have to live like this," he said gently. "From this moment, you won't." He offered her a new position, assistant store manager, with full benefits and a salary that changed her life. Claire broke down, whispering through tears, "Sir, I don't know how to thank you." "Raise them to be kind," he said softly. "That's thanks enough." Weeks later, the boutique had transformed. Staff were retrained, compassion became policy, and by the counter hung a gold-framed quote from Adrian himself: "Luxury is meaningless without kindness." And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles, because kindness, no matter how small, is what keeps our world human.